Yeah, the Sammy Loco podcast 113. I'm your host, Sammy Loco. I'm here with, going to introduce yourself once again.
Fucking, I don't know. Fucking, Andre, I guess. Yeah, fucking Andre Strader of Knott Street. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fucking. Yeah, what up, man? You know, look at here again, man. How long has this been, man? It's been like what?
Uh, Pretty
Almost
much
2 years, right?
almost 2 years. Yeah.
Fucking, what was the last one? What was it? It was like in May.
Yeah, it was about May. It was about hot. It was about to be hot outside. So yeah, it's about May,
Fuck,
April. Yeah, so
damn,
it's coming
shit.
up for 2 years. Yeah.
That's,
So tell
that's crazy.
people what's been going on with you. Throughout everything.
Throughout everything.
Yeah.
I'm fucking cool, man. I'm fucking cool. Shit, I've been doing like a lot of shows and uh fucking just trying to just like manage what I can with my shit, but also, what I could do more with Not Street and stuff like that. I could get into like specifics, but like yeah, I'm trying to like expand stuff when it comes to like clothing, um, fucking events and even my music. I'd say, yeah, no, I did a lot of shit last year. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of overworked myself, but um, and then that came with the elements of like human nature and shit like that. But like, um, I feel like I was more disciplined than anything last year, and it kind of showed in good ways more than bad. So it's like, yeah, definitely, I could definitely fit. So, but it was, I'd say, uh, what last year and a half, 2 years. It's been a lot, man. A lot of growth. Just personally and just like with, the artistry and like whatever I'm trying to do, like music or like presentation and stuff like that. Um, and I think it's gonna, success. It's gonna succeed good when it's time to, you know, project what I've been trying to make and shit like that. Yeah.
How about the shows? Like, how explain to be people how hard it is to plan a show, execute the show, and also be in the show.
Fucking it's you need a team for it. You need people to like cooperate for it. People that want to do more than just like, perform. Um, but I mean, shit's good. It's stressful because you work so much with your craft, and you're like, I want shit to be good, but it's the aspect of it. It's just like so stressful because it's like you're pushing shit out, you're telling people and stuff, and then like the whole like fucking there's like fears, there's doubts, there's fucking optimism, there's like hope involved with it. But at the end of the day, it's really just like, you're doing this because you like love it. And you kind of lose sense of what, you think about when it comes to just like, oh shit, yeah. Cause oh yeah, I'm gonna perform and there's gonna be this and there's gonna be that. But like I feel like it's good, it's humbling. Um, because I feel like I've put myself in a pretty good position to you know put other people on that scope too when it comes to like, oh yeah, I'm doing shows too and like stuff like that, and kind of just experiencing everything that comes with it, like the setup, the proper production that's needed to go ahead and do that, and how to be able to like promote it in a good way or market it in a good way and stuff like that.
So
So it's good.
with promotion, because I suck at this,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Um, how are you with promoting? Like not giving away none of your secrets, but like we all know persistence is like the
Yeah.
main key. But how do you stay that way? And as you say, you stay disciplined anyway. So it's like,
Yeah. Um, it's fucking good, man. I feel like I'm doing good with the promotion side of things. I think it's harder to actually get people to a show when it's like your only show. or it's like these are your first couple of shows and people haven't really heard your music in town. So that's definitely one thing that you kind of have to hump over. But I've done a lot of the shows like where it's just like, you know, me doing it, or like, it's just like me, Tori, Eli, and there hasn't been like anybody else that's like really that, and it's just only been like a close group or like a close knit of people. So you kind of just get like family and friends most of the time, but then you get that average person. I think the best I've had the best turnouts with them, and one with where it was just me. And that was like the first one we did. Um and that one was hella cool. There was like a whole fucking story behind it. Verbs. There's this famous it's pretty famous, like famous, pretty known in town. He throws his shows with Max Smith in town. They call him the Thesis.
Hmm.
Um and he has like regular, bookings at Kelly's, which is this bar downtown, and they actually host like venues like, every now and then they have like a shows. They probably have shows like the most throughout anybody in town. They probably have shows like 4 or 5 days a week
Hmm.
at that one bar. Um, we was able to get that. I was the same day I was kind of looking for like shit that I could like, go perform at. Um, I was looking through like stories and stuff, shit like that. And then this fucking story came up, and he was like I was like, I have an opening for this date. And any first come, first serve. And I was just looking at myself. I was like, I was getting ready for work too. And I was like, dude, if I don't take this shit, I'm gonna regret it. So I asked him, I was like, yo, I got a spot. What's going on? Um, and then we were able to put a show together. It was like me, uh, Eli. Um, it was like me, Eli, Problematic Spice, who's Laura, and then Tori. And we was able to fucking throw up like an hour of shit together, and then also have Kalo there, uh, Heavy Gold, and then Proud of You, Remy, also. So that was a cool thing to just have it just be your first show, and kind of have it run that, and just being able to fucking just break bread, even though it wasn't that much, but just be able to like break bread with everybody that was performing shit. That was a cool little experience to like go ahead and do. That was cool. Um, and then shoot, yeah, shout out to Nyland for that, and shout out to Mark and Eric and shit. Yeah, that was fucking dope to do. And DJ Return, that was a cool one to do. That was a cool one to do. And then the last one I did was like on the 27th of October. That was a Thursday. I did it at Atlantis Lounge. They kind of like double up as the spot to where it's like a pizza parlor next door. So it's like Mississippi Pizza. And
Hmm.
then they have like this whole like performance sort of venue spot called Atlantis Lounge, and that's like a cool spot to really do shows because like everybody kind of gets their start at Atlantis Lounge or something like that. And I was able to fucking get that one in with my goons and stuff. That was cool, and also
Right.
having it be like a birthday thing too. That was fucking dope. I had it was me, D Dwilly, who does bars over bars in town in Portland,
Yeah.
and then Josiah. I don't think you know who Josiah is. Josiah the Kid.
No.
Yeah, you should do one with him. He's pretty good. He has a good fucking set of songs. Um, I'll hit him up about it. You fucking yeah, but yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, but yeah, it was us three, and then um this really dope duo in town called Victoria Yabbit and Achromatic. They're
Hmm.
pretty good. I've been posting their stuff on my like story and shit and whatnot. Um, but they're pretty dope. And so I was able to get like, those people and just put them in one spot and just have like a little concert of like some of my favorite people in town. So it was like that was cool. Minus a couple people because I could have had them, but I didn't know they were coming. So it was like, yeah, I could have had them, but fucking that was a cool little one too. to kind of just like perform and have that just be like the last one of that calendar year
I don't
to
remember
do.
which songs you was performing though.
I performed half of it was new,
Mhm.
stuff that I haven't dropped yet, but I performed like uh shit like Blitz,
Yeah.
Sweet, Maywood Drive,
Oh, you definitely gotta play
fucking
that.
Waste My Time, The Kick, uh let's see, Not Regular Freestyle. Like that's the type of stuff I perform. And then half
Would
of
you ever perform any SoundCloud joint?
most of them are SoundCloud.
I'm talking about way back.
Way back,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
All right. So this is a question.
Tori brings up fucking what was the fucking track?
Fried chicken? Nah.
No,
Oh,
no. It was on Stay Wild. Tori keeps up bringing up that track.
never not.
I performed Never Know Not
Okay.
I performed that. That's the one I just put in. That's the one I put in too.
I'm trying to
Uh
think now.
I remastered it too. I gotta put it on DSPs. It's just fucking
You should definitely do that.
yeah. Yeah, fucking I remastered it. I wanted to re-record it, but I couldn't just find the fucking beat, so I was just like, fuck it. It's somewhere in the fucking computer. No, what okay, no, it's probably lost in the computer. So I don't have it anymore. But no, I just remastered it, added more volume to it, and just kind of just went about it that way. But yeah, I performed those and then a couple of fucking news things that I haven't dropped yet or just waiting to do or release or whatever. Or yeah. Some of them was actually kind of just like fucking just ideas. Cause I was doing a whole fucking tape that I kind of just like pushed aside.
Hmm.
I could talk about it because some of the songs are kind of just like still like kind of have surfaced in our own DSPs. Okay Baby was the project name. And I'm still
Hmm.
kind of working on it to find shit to kind of fit. Um, but the stuff that I was doing like previously as I was making the project was already stuff that I've have performed already. So it kind of just like stopped being new to me in a way. And I put a couple of them out and I was just like, if I'm doing this right, I got to take like the 3-2 and I got to take the Okay Baby song and then this other song or whatever and figure out if I really want to put it on this project
Hmm.
or just put it on several different projects. So
So
that's
how?
what I'm doing.
So let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like those thoughts of the songs that you just created just to be creating, and those get, let's say, not leaked out, but get put out? And how do you feel about that type of stuff? Like uh songs that you said I was just there was those were just thoughts that I put on a beat. Like how do you feel about, songs like that being put out? If that would ever happen.
It was going to happen either way. I feel like, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be fucking, upset about it. I don't think that's something. I feel like, motherfuckers was eager to have that and
Mm,
they wanted it. So, like if they did so much to fucking, take it or like try to get it,
mm-hmm,
then at that point, fuck it, drop it. If you really like the song, go ahead. But you're not gonna that whole like, oh yeah, I took 500 songs or I have 500 fucking songs. I'm gonna leak them, right?
yeah.
I mean, those are 500 songs that probably didn't or probably wasn't gonna be on something. Like, probably what's the probability of dropping all 500 of those songs like that? You know,
Never know. You never know.
I got
Like,
like I got probably like 20 songs that are like, halfway finished or done. Uh, I think those are the ones that are coming out. I wouldn't have like, and credit to people that are making like a bunch of music and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. The work ethic is insane. But like me personally, I feel like I would with those 20, it's like, it's like a fucking quality over quantity thing in my sort of ear.
Hmm.
Because I think like, the just resonates better. So
So what about like for instance, the people that do put out like or do make songs like every day, like 1,000 songs probably whatever. Just make up a quadrillion
a
songs.
thousand a month or something.
Not 1,000 a month. I don't think nobody does 1,000.
There's people out there that are doing that. I think I know a couple.
Okay.
Like I ain't gonna lie.
But
They're not at like 1,000 a month, but they could. There's probably people out there that are making,
oh, I guess so.
but
But
it's all just like the same shit over like the same like a different beat, you know?
exactly, exactly. And
So
that's what
one
I
just
said.
actually like sits and hits, and it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I actually fuck with this, yeah. But there
I
are
would
people that are like have like 500 songs, and it's not the same, or like a tone or a key is different or anything like that, and it sounds familiar if you were to play one song and then to play the specific song back. But
mm,
there's people like, okay, like fucking like the Doughboys, like they have like, I'm pretty sure between like four or five out of the group that are in that fucking group. You know what I'm saying? They probably there's some of them that have 500 songs.
if it's a group, yeah, I can see that. That can easily
Yeah.
happen. Like you can
No,
easily
I'm
put
talking like individual artists. There's like five individual artists that probably have like, one of them has like two, another one has like another one has, I mean, like 200, another one has like five, you know what I'm saying? Another one has probably like three, and it's all stuff that they just haven't like dropped or whatever. So like, yeah, no.
so with these songs also, and I asked the person I interviewed last, what what would you say is your most personal song? Like if
Me?
people, yeah, for you, yeah. Now remember, I asked you this the first podcast we ever did, but now since you made more songs, and now we're getting on the topic of making songs that are
Make it
just
more
your
so.
thought.
Most of the stuff I have like now is pretty personal because I've lived through it, I feel like, I don't know if people can relate to it, but I lived through it. But I still have to put like, I don't know what the song was. It's probably, I don't know. I think like, if you look back on like what I've done or whatever, anybody does. I think especially with some stuff, I think Little John is still that one fucking
That was the
song
answer that
that's
you
just
said.
like,
Yep.
yeah, Little John is still that one fucking song because it's like a nutshell.
Okay.
It's like fucking, if you wanted to hear like one song or something like that, and it was just like, yeah,
I can see that. I can see that.
but then I think it's definitely like you could put that, um, waste my time, uh, shit.
The kick.
You could put like that, waste my time, and like, I don't know, it was like sweet and shit like that, and like a capsule, and that's like me in a nutshell
Mm.
of the stuff that I put out now, of now. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I could definitely say that, but like Little John is basically like the icing on the cake because like I could definitely like transcribe with that in some sort of way, like now.
What
Fuck
about
it.
like as far as with you being a creative and how important is it for you to take your time with making music?
I feel like this is general in anything. I feel like people want to do other things,
Hmm.
and those other things are more important than a hobby. You know, that's not really making you money and stuff. Or shit like that. and that sort of is not really excelling you the way you think you could, because it's just like, um, you're making stuff and everybody around you, like 9 times out of 10, 5 people are also making stuff too, right? Depending on if it's like music, art, like making clothes, or like photographer, or they're a model, or like anything that's aspiring. It's sort of like that too. Um, so you have to think, you either have to be like, well, for me, I had to really just be like, hey, you really gotta like love it, and just like, want to like adapt yourself and like do all of it, or just like leave it alone, you know? Um, so in that sense, I felt like it was just like, perfect the way it is. Other stuff I do regret, you know, like I wish I could have, spend more time, like, just doing like a certain aspect of things and shit.
Like
And
what?
now you're like playing catch up. Um, it's just general stuff like communicating
Mm,
with people and stuff like that, you know?
that's my downfall
But you're
too.
so, yeah, yeah, but you're so like focused on like this. So you're kind of just like, you have like tunnel vision or whatever. And so you kind of like lose that aspect of just like, things when it surrounds, when it comes to like social stuff in a sense. Cause you're just always just like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, no. And then your attitude is always just like, hey, let's go, let's get direct. Um, and then you kind of miss out on stuff like that. And then, in any sort of situation, you spend one fucking you spend your time on one thing, you sort of forget about other things, you know? So
Yeah,
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Fucking, but it's kind of just like what you want to do. I think it's kind of um doesn't necessarily separate, others from stuff, but it's just like, especially when you like love shit and this is sort of kind of the only outlet you could really sort of, project
mm,
things out on, you kind of just lean towards it. So I felt like definitely, and it for me, like especially last year, it wasn't always like, oh yeah, let's make something. It was more just like presenting it, and then just making it like, hey, like we're here, sort of thing, That was what most of it was. It was like last year was more presenting like, yo, hey, yo, no, I could like, I could do this whole like performance shit and like, you know, put shows together and like put people together and have them perform, like, stuff like that. And it was also more of just like introducing myself to like, the community that's here. Cause I haven't really had, this. I haven't really had a chance to like step in
hmm.
and really be like, hey, stuff like that. So I'm kind of still at that stage where it's like, who is he? Or what is this? But then it started to get familiar in that sort of aspect. So
How do
I
you
think,
get to that point though? How do you get to that point where you want to step out? Because I think it's just important. Like for me, for instance, I was on SoundCloud the whole time. I didn't want to show my face.
yeah,
Now I'm showing my face on YouTube and stuff. Now, how do you get to that point where you say, all right, I'm going to take this next step? Because some people will just say, oh, I got to get my face out there. Or some people might skip a step. Like, how do you get to that point where you say, I'm going to step out here and reintroduce myself to people that I feel that they should know me, but they don't?
yeah. Fucking, I think it's appropriate to have timing for stuff. There was a reason why you know, like how the group of people I was with kind of moved and like, did things. It was just like, we were just doing it because we, just a bunch of dope people that were friends and stuff, and went and just like, we were just making sure, just cut
Mm.
before everything started like when life started playing in and stuff. And then it's just like, um uh so we already had that like background and shit. to where it was like, hey, we are this, and you could present us as this. And then there's already like a logo, there's already like a fucking page and shit where you can look everybody up, it's active or whatever, and and there's like a sort of following that you can like see on that. And it's not only like individual to just like one person, it's more like everybody with depending on like what they're doing. We're just kind of just like always together. So we kind of had that presence already when it comes to that. I think
Mm-hmm.
it was just time to really just like, especially with like how like Good Luck Not went and stuff like that, and like how other people's music prevailed and got to where it is now, to really sort of go in that aspect and really be like, hey, let's like try to perform. Tori was already doing fucking shows and stuff. He was already at open mics and he was already showing up at places and stuff, and Ari was performing. I was necessarily just waiting my time. Eli was always pitching like, yeah, we should perform. We should do this, was he was always like doing that. And sort of other people like Talia, Carson, Cole, Eric, um, sort of propelled that to be really be like, yeah. Um, and it was just like, yep, it was already that. I think Tatiana was already doing showcases and shit. Um, and then there was a couple other people that were like out of state that was really just like, just pushing when it came to like, performing and stuff. Like Matthew, who's a Novo now, he was already doing shows and shit, fucking with Street Cult. It was already sort of just like pushing his own way. Soraya too.
So yep, she came.
Yeah.
She actually came to you actually and did
Yeah, yeah, no,
a
that
show
was
with that.
cool. That was cool, man. That was fucking cool. We didn't really fucking like we talked and stuff, but it was more just like, yo, we're both tired. We both have a show the next day. Let's just like work on the sets and stuff. But it was dope actually seeing somebody that you have been fucking networking and trying to fucking make stuff with for like years, and actually started just like having them in that like real aspect. I already seen her, and we already had like our first like interaction like before she even like moved down, but like having that when she first like stepped down, it was like we already fucking knew each other. We were just chilling, just
Mm,
working on sets and stuff. Like, yeah, nah. It was just like that. But yeah, nah. With stuff like that, we only had like what? It was like 3 days.
yeah,
Yeah, it was like 3 days. It was like you kind of wish you had like more, you know?
yeah. Well, she did
That's
drive a car
that's your
away.
that's your people. Yeah, because that's like your people and shit, you know. So fucking, that's with anybody. I feel like we whenever we get a chance to like meet like Quinn or like Matthew, or even when like Soraya comes down or anybody comes down and that even fucking if we have that chance to just really like bond, that'd be cool. Uh, just do it in that aspect.
How does that like that dynamic like? Because most people when like if you ever had that much time, some people might say, all right, we're gonna make like 12 songs or whatever the thing, and some people just don't make songs at
Damn, we was
all.
going. Yeah, we was going to, but we was just really chilling. It was literally, she came in that night. We were
Hmm.
working on our sets. We are up at like till like 3 a.m. We were just in there talking and shit. Um, then from there, it turned it. The show was literally the next day.
Mm. And she's very funny, so I can just assume that
Yeah, that
she
shit
was
was
just
hilarious, man. She was hilarious. She's a very like chill. She's a chill person. She is a very like chill, humble person to be around. She's just like very modest. You're just like sitting there. It's just like, yeah.
yeah.
Felt like he was already fucking just like comfortable with the person before like they even like walked in. It was just like shit like that. It was a really fucking cool moment. I think I still have the video of when like she like first pulled up. It's like at that
I
point it
don't
was
think
just
you
like,
post
yeah.
that. I don't think you post. I think when
Yeah.
she
I think I did. I think I fucking, oh man. Too bad I can't like fucking, if this was on my phone, I would share my screen and I'll pull it up on my archive.
mm,
But I'm gonna try and find it right now. But yeah, no, it's like you already knew this person. Yeah, definitely.
that's how
Yeah,
it's supposed to
especially
be.
fucking
That's how it's supposed to be because sometimes
literally.
you meet some people and then you're like, oh, then the energy is off and it's it's not it's not vibing well. So yeah, I can just imagine that. That's
Yeah, no, that shit was cool, man. Fucking man, that is nuts, bro. It was literally when was this? This was in the fall?
no, that had to been in the summertime.
You really
That,
think so?
yeah, I think that was in the summertime. I think that was like I want to say June. I think it was June.
It couldn't be June, man.
Why not?
Because Not in Friends was what was we doing June?
It wasn't no house party. That
Mm-mm-mm.
can lead to my next question actually though. But
Yeah.
uh yeah, let's talk about that then. Because
When I find this video, then yeah,
all right, so
we'll
please
go.
explain. You know, I haven't been to one of these. I plan on being to one of these. How do these house parties work? Because nobody does house parties anymore. So how does a Knott Street house party work?
Dude, first off, I just throw these things. I don't really fucking attend them. No, I'm kidding. I'm there, but I'm just like, just already just like high and like tired and just like fucking just like in my head. Fucking but these parties are just chill. It's just like a invite thing.
Mm,
Sometimes most of the time it's open invite. Um, but yeah, usually it's just a turns out to be like a group of people. Sometimes it's like 20, but it's just like the invite aspect of it. It's just kind of just like a close thing. It's like its own thing. Nothing more. It's just homies, people we know that are artists, shit like that. This was fuck it. I found the video.
okay, when was it?
Um it was in September.
September? Yes, that's the video.
You can't really see it, but yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that's right. It's
okay.
September 24th. We
Mm.
did it on the 25th. That was right after Not and Friends with Gloomhouse. Shout out to Gloomhouse. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking,
Oh,
but yeah, no, the parties is just literally like classic culture is just like a group of people coming together, hanging out. 'Cause we all work live and shit. And then
well,
we just
what?
invite random people, and then it just turns out to just be whatever it is, depending on like what we do. Most
Gotcha.
of the time it's smoking, most of the time it's drinking, but most of the time it's just like people that want to hang out or
Mm.
just like connect and shit. So it's like, but that's what it is. The
So
randomest people be coming.
that's what I was about to get
Like
to because
I'm,
it's
yeah,
got to be a story there with all the random and the craziness with that.
that's other people's stories. Fucking real talk, bro. People can tell you random shit. I think Cole, there's like Cole, Beth, um, shit, Eli. I think everybody has a fucking story.
Mm. Okay, so I
Yeah.
guess I had to get that out of. Okay, that's a question that I meant to ask because he didn't further explain this either. But we know Eli changed his name, right? To Q Bezzy.
Yeah.
I want to know the meaning behind that name.
I don't know the meaning behind it, to be
Damn,
honest.
nobody knows, man.
No. Uh-uh. I think he was gonna publicly address the reason why his name was that. I wouldn't know.
Mm, that'd be a
I
question
wouldn't
for
I wouldn't
another
know.
day, then. Be
Yeah,
another question.
I think that question will be answered in like, I mean, don't project me on stuff. I don't know. But I want to say like 6 months, a year and a half from now. Don't quote me on it. Everybody's gonna try and do it. Some way, somehow they're gonna try. But yeah, no, it'll be there'll be a reason why he does it. and there'll be a cool reason why he does it. And he's been working on this shit for a minute, so it's gonna be dope.
Mm. So we was talking about shoes before we got into the podcast. Now we're talking about the most expensive shoe also. And I had a topic here and I want to pull it up and ask you why does these shoes cost so much? So I seen where's this shoe at? This shoe costs about $100,000. And maybe you can tell me why it costs that.
Mm-mm.
If I can find it. Have
What is it,
a
like an off-white Air Force,
no, it's not an off
Louis Vuitton or
white.
some shit?
Louis Vuitton, no. I actually when I went to Vegas, I see Louis Vuitton Nike. No, not Louis Vuitton. It looked like Dunk, but it was Louis Vuitton and that motherfucker was 95,000.
It was
So
probably Air Forces, probably the Forces.
I think it probably was. I'm
I
like,
could be wrong though.
but anyway, I can't find it. Ain't that lovely? But can you tell me why you think it costs so much money?
Why?
Yeah.
Um, certain people involved, what their aspect was in the fashion community, um, or just pop culture in general. Uh, and then the brand that's involved with the process of it and their sort of longevity and their history behind certain shoes if they're collabing on certain stuff, or even
Mm.
if it's their own shoe. So that sort of plays a factor into that. Uh, so I think it is, to be honest.
All right, so I have it now. So it's called the Nike SB Dunks Lows, the Yellow Lobster. I don't know if I can
Oh,
find it.
concepts.
Yeah. Nope,
Yeah,
it's
the
not showing up.
concept joints. No. Concept always makes cool ideas. I think the lobster, I don't know if that shit was previously like made. Cause I don't know. I wouldn't know. But I know the orange lobsters have been out for like years. There's several different sort of like moderations when it comes to that. Concepts is really good at I think it's a shoe store. I
Hmm.
think fucking Concepts is really good at, you know, sort of creating a
Mm.
sort of like silhouette into like flashy, sort of like innovative stuff where there's like a really cool story behind the shoes. I like their whatchamacallit, there's these Air Maxes that I like that are pretty cheap right now. Um they made the concepts made like a Air Max pack, and they had
Mm.
some pretty cool colorways on there. Um I think it's like the mellow pair. The mellow
Uh,
pair. It's like a Air Max 1 SP mellow, and it's like a green, purple bandana, orange, different colors on there. Has like this jean jacket sort of look to it too. They sort of put like different sort of fabrics together and made an Air Max 1. And I think that's pretty innovative. I don't know the story behind it either, but they have like cool boxes for the two. They just have like a cool direction, especially when they give like a shoe store that's pretty iconic when it comes to like selling their stuff or whatever, or just like the like a famous one or whatever. Um, they have really good sort of, ways where they just go about, putting the shoes together. I think that's where like they take their old models and then they like let them just kind of just like go at it. And I feel like the SB you could do so much with
yeah, you
as a
can.
shoe, the SB dunks, that you couldn't really do with dunks because of the clean sort of just like, you know, default look that they get on Nike shoe, especially like a dunk. You could do so much more on an SB. That's what we've seen like Ben and Jerry's, the Grateful Dead,
Ben and Jerry's are very
fucking
popular.
yeah, so that's what we've seen those really do well, like Travis Scott's too, because they got the chance to really just like make the silhouette was already just like a freestyle sort of like let's put whatever we want on the fucking shoe, fuck it sort of vibe. And then just like, take elements and stuff and just let them do whatever to sort of just like freestyle it and make it their own to where it's like their own signature shoe. I feel like the SB is like the shoe that you could definitely like customize
So
and
if
make your own.
so if you had the chance to make up your own shoe, first of all, what company would you be with? And second of all, how would you make your shoe?
That's a hard question. I don't know if I can answer that.
Oh, oh, come on, you can answer that.
Nah, because I was really thinking about people were like, even on the Discord, there was a couple of people that were like, "Yo, let's make a shoe or like a nostril shoe. What would that be?" I was like, "Dude, that's a hard fucking question because there's so many fucking shit that goes into that people have been fucking studying for like 20 years of their life, trying to figure out like what could be their perfect shoe and how to make it, you know." So there's
Mm,
so much shit that I don't even fucking know about. I just like shoes enough to where I could wear it and I know what I like, but I don't know like, especially making like a default shoe. I wouldn't even have like most of the control over like the process of like making. I could share an idea and somebody can make it, but I'm not like, you know, in there because I don't have like the knowledge for that. But um something that's classic, light, uh
what color you looking
sort of
for?
what color?
Yeah.
It'd have to be a shoe that you kind of just put like whatever on it, like whatever color.
Mm,
But I'll just have like I don't know, like a black, I don't know, like a it's like two sort of like grayscale colors and then like a normal color and then probably like a different color too. I don't know. Put those four things on a shoe, sort of just like kind of just go whatever, and then add every accents, like kind of like how New Balance does it.
yeah.
You know how they've been doing really good. They just be letting anybody, but they be letting not just anybody. They be letting really good designers just come in and just take like their models, just fuck around and just
They
do
let they,
whatever,
they let them do what they want to do, and
whatever.
they've been letting them be more colorful. Because if you know the New Balance I know about, it's just one tone color. They put the reflector on it. I don't know what you would call that, but you'll have that on there. Maybe some white shoe screens, black shoe screens. Now, since basketball is involved with it now, it's more trendy now.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I c- I don't know. The main reason I asked you that for is because as you're being a creative, like explain to people how hard it is, at least going inside your mind when it comes to creating like songs, your clothing, and all that. Like,
Hard.
but just
I
tell
don't
them
think
like the overthinking of that.
the overthinking of it. I think it's pretty simple. The stuff that came out has been pretty simple or has been like, listenable or like, dope from afar. I think I'm actually kind of just like figuring out what I like and then just projecting it as whatever I'm putting out. But represent it's not like representative of like the group and what they like, you know. And so that question kind of just like goes towards, everybody too, what they
Mm,
like to do. But I kind of like, I could get vibrant, I could make it like modern when it comes to like colors or whatever. I can like, like brown and shit, stuff like that. Kind of put it towards stuff. I kind of sort of like a grained out sort of look when it comes to like photos and shit like that. Fucking there's certain things that like come with like like a taste with like sort of just like, what I want to present. I think I like sort of like a clean like a vibe. I don't know. It's gonna be portrayed when these like projects come out. Because I made or edited a lot of the like the artwork myself. Somebody took a photo of it, or like somebody took a photo of me, or like I just went in and kind of just like kind of like envisioned like what I like or how I'd want stuff to look or whatever. But you'll kind of see like how like my taste and aesthetic. I don't know if there's like a word for it or anything, or if there's like a certain like architecture type of name or like archetype name or something like that. But yeah, no, it's just I don't know. I feel like it's just like modern and like clean, kind of old. I don't know. It's not
So you
really a
would
way I can really.
would you ever jump out of, I guess, your style and do like some edgy stuff like golf stuff or emo stuff?
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know. That's not up to judgment either. I think it just comes with like everybody has phases and stuff. Kind of just go through that phase. I think I just like what I like. I don't know what I just don't know what the name of it is. But it's not I'm not saying that it's like not possible to do. Kind of just like switch up the look or like switch up what I'm doing and stuff. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's like not possible to do. I could definitely do it. Just
no
kind
pun
of just
intended. Uh, what about as far as like when you're making music and you want to do a collab with somebody? How does that work with you now compared to how you was in the beginning?
I don't fucking know. What was I like in the beginning?
Maybe
Um,
eh, I'll let you go with it. Go ahead.
I'm open to it. I'd like to do more songs than just one though. If I'm like doing something that's like more their taste of stuff, I'd like to for them to hop on something I'm doing.
Mm,
Kind of just even it out, you know. So I'll get on anybody's stuff. I'm not like,
okay.
yeah, fuck it, just make it shit at the end of the day. You know, let's go.
Uh,
I have so many ideas for collabs and stuff, and I have some collabs that are like in the process or like done.
hmm
Fucking they need to drop and stuff. Uh, but yeah, no, fucking I can collab with anybody. And I'm looking forward to collabing with more people. Whether I'm just like, doing production or some shit or I'm like on it, on the song. So
So
you'll hear more collabs.
that's what I was about to get to. Uh,
Yeah.
so with the collabs and stuff, I was thinking like music videos and all that. Is that still being the work?
Yeah. This still are this still are. There's still music videos and stuff. I kind of want to do some shit up myself too. That I could just like it doesn't necessarily have to be a music video. I could just put it up, kind of just like put clips up, like a visualizer or something,
Mm.
and then just like put music behind it, and just like put it up on Instagram or something.
You ever tried the drone? Think about doing the drone thing? Like, I don't
The
know how
drone
people do
thing,
it.
I don't know how I fucking,
I don't know. I'd be
I
seeing
don't
people
know.
do it. I'd be seeing people do it like they have it, and then they doing a music video and they got the drone facing them and they rapping and stuff like that.
They're just flying with the shit like right there, and they could just fucking instantly just like fucking take them out.
Yeah,
Damn, fuck it,
but the drones
that's just
cost so much
nuts.
money. It's
Uh,
like crazy.
yeah, no, I think that would be cool though. I wouldn't mind it. That would be fun to kind of have it like to where it's like you're like walking. That's just like following you. You're
following
just
you.
kind of just going wherever. And you're just like looking up. That's just cool. I like the idea of it. It had to be used right.
Yeah, because it can
Can't
go
just be a
bad.
fucking. It can't be a thing flying over my head.
I think it'll work. I
You
think
know, it has to
it'll
look it has to look cool in the shot and how it should be. Stuff like that. There can't be like no fucking dust gusting out into the shit. You go
no,
down. At
no.
that point, you just grab you just grab the fucking camera and you just like point. Yeah, you just point shots. But like, a drone would be cool. I like the idea of it. That
Should
would-
definitely do that.
like a drone. Wait. So we like the fuck would I use a drone for? So you're talking. Wait, you talking just a drone for anything? Because if we're doing drone, I could do a drone shot of like whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have to be in it. But that would look. Any. It's just cool.
Ah, all right. So I was thinking like this is me just thinking.
Yeah. All
So
right. Yeah. I want to hear this shit.
so good luck night. You can use it for Maywood Drive. So you can have it where you're walking down the street and then you got the drone right there and you're doing the lyrics and then it can pan out and then it shows like the whole Google map type thing. Like you know how the
I
Google
know.
map goes.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I think that would be
Talk
good.
about the satellites. You're talking
Yeah,
about the satellite drone in space.
yeah, and you can
Like,
well if your drone can reach out of space, that'd be crazy. But
I'm fucking kidding. I'm fucking sorry. Some conspiracy shit. Fucking,
we can start some conspiracy.
we been had drones. Fucking like what? Yeah.
Like UFOs. We could do, yeah, like that Ben had them.
We
Like
been had them damn drones.
they was SpaceX, they said. So yeah,
Oh my god.
that's
Fucking
that. So I can go to that there. What's one conspiracy theory that you have that you think is true or not true? We can speculate
bro,
on.
the fucking it's still the fucking the Jets.
Oh, you talking about the chemo trail?
No, I'm talking about the fucking fighter jets that be shooting fucking fire out of the shit.
Like a F God, what's it called
Should be
F1? I
like
think.
fucking setting shit on fire. They don't even throw bombs. They just light shit on fire.
So okay, so I
They
guess
got laser beams and shit.
I get what you're saying now. So you thinking, and I'm just going to speculate. You're thinking that that's what's causing all these wildwood fires and what these wood, the woods going on fire and stuff
No,
in
that's
LA.
something else. That could be a multitude of things. But I feel like that's just like nowadays. I feel like just people are just like fucking doing that.
For
They're
what
just
though?
lighting it. I don't fucking know, man. Uh, I don't know. Some people just like it. I don't know. Some people like that. But I'm
Hmm.
not saying I know people, but it's just like maybe it's like unintentional fires.
No, that's intentional for real. That
Like that's what I was saying. Yeah, you can say that, or it's like, oh yeah, no, they're doing it, right? Fucking
unless they
you
about
don't
to
know.
build
You don't know what
condos
it
or
is.
gain some acres of land, whatever.
We don't really know what it is. We could blame fucking any problem for anything, but it's like, uh, yeah, fuck it. What? Fuck it. That's the conspiracy. People just lighting fireworks just
That's
cause. Man.
one conspiracy theory I have is that Antarctica,
Shit.
they have a whole like you can't like nobody can touch Antarctica. Like they got people working there, but you can't me and you can't visit
What?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They got their like own little fucking.
actually, like for instance, you can go on Google Map right now. You can point anywhere in Antarctica, and it will send you right into this like I don't know, underground bunker or whatever the case may be. Because when you look
I'm
at
dying.
Antarctica, no, I'm serious. You could really search this shit up. Like that to me is like, what are y'all hiding over there? Because everybody was trying to go after, the Area 51 thing.
Yeah.
So we found out they said it's nothing there. So I think the real Area 51 might be Antarctica. That's my conspiracy theory.
Nah, man. You know what I was fucking thinking when I was laughing the first time?
What?
What if somebody this could be anybody, right?
Mm,
This is probably possible. Fucking, you know why Antarctica is on the top of the map
no.
or the top of the globe?
All right, let me guess then. They dig a hole, I guess, all the way to the bottom of the world. No, okay, go ahead.
No. What if somebody was like, I was thinking of this. I was like, what if somebody was just like sitting around the table and there was like a group of high motherfuckers, right? Some dude was like really just sitting there and there was like a globe. He was just staring at that shit from across the room. And he goes, yo, what if Antarctica is above us? That's exactly what I fucking thought of when you were just like, yo, how come we just can't find Antarctica? My high ass was like, yo, what if it's above us?
You never know. I mean,
Fucking, I was just like,
I don't know. Then,
fucking,
then, then that might bring up the fact that people still think the Earth is flat. You know,
just some floating castles. Fucking, no, I'm fucking stupid. But yo, uh, hey man, conspiracy theory,
you said X.
huh?
You said X is a conspiracy theory.
No, I said no. I said conspiracy theory.
That is one. That's
Yeah,
definitely one.
what if Antarctica is above us, man?
That would be crazy. That would be
Oh my
crazy.
god, that's just
No, what's stupid? Just something I
that
found
shit
out
is
last week
stupid.
was that Alaska has gang.
What?
Alaska has
Alaska?
gang. They have gang members. They have gangs out
Bro,
there.
no, fucking no. Discord, you'll meet some people from Alaska, man. They motherfuckers be like strapped up, like 14-degree cold. It's fucking niggas be motherfuckers be bragging about fucking like how cold it was growing up. Like, yo, bro, you ain't have to fucking sit in the house and it was like 40 degrees, man. I was going through that shit. I was like, bro, yo. I was
I
like, man,
under
nah.
I like I said, I
I
understand why.
understand. I understand, but like, damn, man, you didn't have to tell me that, bro. That's like way too cold. Like, yo, I couldn't do it. I don't know. That's why I'm living in Oregon. I guess it's warmer.
Yeah, it's
Fucking,
warmer, but then they only get like what, 5 hours of sunlight or daylight.
it seemed like they get a lot of daylight over there. I don't know.
Yeah. I just find it like
It
hilarious
seemed
that
beautiful over there. It's like cool.
in the
Fucking,
summertime probably.
I know like a couple people that have been to Alaska and shit. Fucking through different things. Um,
That's like literally
so
up like
there's still some cool things about it.
like how far is that from you? That's like what, five
Fucking, I
hours?
don't know. I
You
don't
never thought about
fucking
going there?
know. You fucking got me. Yeah, sure. I don't know what's there for me. Fucking, but yeah, no,
Moose,
I'll check it out.
werewolves. I don't know.
Don't they like fucking like shed their like antlers and they like fucking bleed? And they like get new antlers if they like fucking shed their shit. They like brush their shit through like a tree. It looks weird if I'm like fucking like moving my head, but they like brush their head fucking uh just like on a tree, just like a small
Oh,
tree or anything like that.
probably to
And then
sharpen
that's
up
how they
their,
like,
yeah.
yeah, they just sharpen up their antlers, and then some of them like kind of like shed and they like flesh.
Whew,
But that's how they like, yeah, no. I remember seeing it on YouTube one time.
that's tough.
Yeah, that's. That's yeah, no. They kind of just like do that. I don't know what they call it. Uh, but yeah, no. Yeah, no, look it up.
I definitely will look that
Look it
up, but
up. Look it up.
that's kind of wild for real.
Yeah,
That's
no, that's nuts.
another conspiracy theory that I would like to know how you feel about this. How you feel about the whole Kanye situation? I know he's big for you. How do you feel about everything he's been doing for what the past year now?
Ah, what? I mean, no, this is what he. It's unfortunate that people have to go through that sort of thing when they're like, big and shit.
Hmm.
I don't know what the conspiracy theory is behind it, sort of specifically, but everything that he's doing specifically, I think he's doing it because that's what he believes. I don't know. There's not really a way to defend it, because
Oh,
your opinions and religions and shit goes to play and stuff like that, or, you know. Um, but that's just somebody that just believes in one thing and is just expressing himself.
yeah.
I don't think he like, and he's done it before. He sacrificed multiple things. Um, even like his like, his fandom amongst like, celebrity people and just to like push one thing out or like do a certain thing, and he either done it or he's prevailed to do it. You know, so I don't. He said he's running for president, right? Um, he's already campaigning for it. Twitter looks like a cool place, but I feel like the outcomes, if he decides to go ahead and do it or whatever, um, starting now, he probably has the best chance than before to do
You
it.
think so?
Yeah, it's what 23. He started last year, right?
Yeah.
Fucking it's like 2 years.
It's good to start. Yeah, about
It's good to start. I mean, it's good to start now with him compared to what he was doing. He kind of just like had
it off the
dropped the
whim.
album, did a whole bunch of shit, threw a whole bunch of shit out the wind, fucking whatever was happening with his life and with marital stuff and shit like that, and everything of that nature and stuff like that, and then did all that stuff, and then went back, and then fucking did that again, and then fucking went back, and fucking it's just kind of been on this like rampage and stuff like that or whatever you want to call it, um, but I don't know, fucking canceled fucking culture and shit like that, the public opinion, stuff like that. It doesn't really like deter me away from like me being a fan of his music or shit like that. Um, Especially with, what he does politically. I know I always have my choice, but um stuff has to come into play if I like, it's just like, oh yeah, let me vote for him or stuff like that.
So you think that he'll
Fucking
get more than I think he had 16% last time?
if he fucking just kept on going with it, I don't know what he's doing now.
Hmm.
He just kind of went AWOL, right? But
Yeah,
he's been seen here and there, but he's kind of just been, just doing his own thing because he's been like suspended from like Twitter and shit or whatever. And hasn't really been posting much, but like,
that shit was
don't really know.
hilarious. That was
Don't really
hilarious.
know. And then even with the whole like touring his like whole studio and things, is like he was already fucking doing like, you know, X, Y, and Z for other fucking things that he was doing. And then the whole like Adidas thing and shit like that and stuff like that. So he's like, I don't know what the thing is. All we seen was like pieces on the floor, and he was like, whoever watched that video of him going around with the tour and like showing his whole studio and whatever and stuff like that. There's just a bunch of pieces of clothes on the floor, and I don't know. There could be another Yeezy line or something like that. I don't know. If that's something that he just drops on his own. Fucking.
Yeah, he ought to rename it probably. I don't know. Like that's kind of weird. It kind of did the same thing with Kyrie, but I don't know.
He might sign though to like I forgot what the name was, but he might sign to a like an independent
Oh,
shoe company
yeah, owned
and then just
by I
run their shit.
think Music Soul Child, I think it was, and it started with S. But yeah, it if people do that, then I think that would be great. It's just about distribution because
Yeah,
you can't like everybody has deals with Foot Locker and all these other places. It's kind of hard not to have the physical shoe in front of you to try on the shoe to see how it feels. Like if it's all just online type shit, it's not gonna work too well. Like people will do it just like the LeVar Ball shoe. It's like people is actually paying what $500 for that shit and it look like a basic shoe. So
yeah, no. Fucking, I wonder what they're gonna do and what he's gonna do and shit like that. But yeah. Mm. With a lot of things, I think a public, opinion comes into play, especially when it comes to like criticisms and stuff. So, yeah, they're always gonna favor, the threat of being boycotted and stuff like that. Rather work towards ways to sort of, do their thing. And kind of sucks on the other end to have, to like tarnish something, but like at the end of the day, that's a business. And the people that are with these people are under contracts and stuff, and they have to oblige to that. And if there's like rules that state like, at any time we can fucking dismiss your stuff and shit like that. You signed it, so
that's true too. But everybody doesn't abide to contracts and stuff like that.
yeah.
So I don't know how I feel about that. But that's something that kind of weird. What about as far as like you taking breaks and things of that nature? How important is it for somebody to take a break from doing something that, as you said, is a hobby and something that you love to do?
I think it's important. You're not always gonna have that like mind state or like be in the right space to really just like make like the best stuff, especially if you're just saying the same shit all the time.
Mm,
So, or saying the same shit throughout, like, like whatever song that you make, and it's all, it's kind of got to live a little bit different. I think everybody kind of goes through it. They want like new stuff to talk about, or they just don't have time because like the stuff they made is like really good, and they just like with like the timing and like circumstances and stuff like that, depending on like each individual's lives and stuff. Like they don't have time to make music. So that
mm.
also makes time to play. So
What is a dream collab for you right now?
hmm.
As far as making music.
Making music I'm doing right now, or like
Yeah, right now. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
uh any artists
Um,
or people that I know.
that's a good question. People then. Let's start there
People
then.
I know. I still got to do stuff with fucking. Well, first off, I gotta make more stuff with like the friends and shit, the crew. I gotta do that. Um, but like stuff that I could possibly get done and shit, like next year or I mean this year,
Hmm.
because we're already in. This is like the fifth. Um, shit. It's like Remy. Proud of you, Remy, for sure, because we've done all these shows together and shit, or he's always popped up. Uh, let's see why not. We were like pretty cool, so fucking yeah, we got definitely got to do that. The duo I mentioned earlier, Victoria and Achromatic. He makes pretty good beats. I gotta get him on stuff. Just people that I fuck with. I gotta make more stuff with D Dwelly. I mean, Khalil has a song that I gotta put out, finish and put out. Just people that I met, kind of aspire and like like in my city, I kind of just like do that. But that's like a list of people. Um, anything else is like uh like Indica Cameron. I gotta make more songs with them. Uh, fucking, you know, new shit with Louis and fucking um one person for sure though. Damn, one person for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought about this because it's important. Um, fucking Solitude. I don't think you've heard Solitude before.
Nah.
You never heard Solitude before? This motherfucker's amazing. It's like shit. She's like fucking P&D Party Next Door.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But she's also like a sick lyricist.
And she got like the melody.
Versatile. Yeah, she's versatile as shit. She can do anything. She just
Mm,
posted up a bunch of fucking stories, but she has music out and it's pretty good. It's mostly on the slow end of shit, but
mm.
she has really good stuff too. Like, yeah, Solitude for sure. Shout out to Solitude. I can't think of anybody right now because there's like, if I bring up one person, then I'm bringing up another name. Uh, shit. I still have beats with Icy Twat that I haven't used.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do stuff like that. And there's still features that I haven't dropped that I'm looking to fucking put out within like projects and stuff. So yeah.
Mm. Uh, it's one person. Like, nah.
Yeah, just bring out the names, man. I feel like the possibilities are cool. If we could just kind of like it's one to
Uh,
ones, then yeah, it would be cool. Like,
what about AO? AODT.
yeah, I'll do stuff with them.
Yeah, because I think he like the songs that he make. It's just like it's like
They
icy.
have their own fucking vibe, man. It's like,
Yeah,
that's them. It's like a they have if you were to pit a group with a sound, that's them. But they could expand on that. But you know that it's them that are making the stuff. You know that AO is coming out with that certain sound and shit. You know,
that's
it's recorded a certain way. The production is nice like that. It's sounding and it's fitting to the group of people that are in that group. And then there is, the sort of variety of acts to where it's like, hey, we could tailor you with just about anything, you know, when it comes to rap. So,
You ever thought about singing?
have I thought about singing?
Yeah,
Nah. I mean, I could, but nah.
you should try it. You should try that.
Ah,
Put some
uh,
808s on it. That would rock out.
808s and stuff. Yeah, I could do that, but then I'd have to step into autotune and shit too. I don't know. I've kind of sung on records and shit, but that's like it. That's like the bare minimum. I'm not gonna sit there and like, no, I'm cool yet. I'm not comfortable with that. That's a whole different fucking aspect on this whole shit. It's like
That, that I'm telling you, if you come out there just
that's a different
rip your
lane.
shirt off and just
Hell no,
go,
I'm too skinny. First off, I'm too skinny for that shit, and you know that. Like, I can't be fucking doing that shit. The fuck? The
you
guy look
never
like
know.
who's that one kid?
Singing?
Huh?
Is he singing or he's rapping?
Nah, he's like some meme dude. Fucking no, I've actually worked out the last couple of fucking months. I haven't really been in the gym like that, even though I work out at the gym.
Hmm.
Fucking, but um, yeah, no, I've been slacking because I got sick and then fucking just fucking was just like nah. Fucking- and then I kind of like went back to it, and then I was like that. I was doing like creatine and shit too, and some more shit.
Damn, he's doing creatine? Goodness Lord, you trying to
I
look like a
have
rapper?
some. Nah, bro. I'm fucking steroids, man. That's crazy. Nah, you crazy, bro.
They said
That's
he's
another
taking steroids.
conspiracy theory.
Yeah, that's
That's
actually
another conspiracy theory.
a hot one right there because
That's nuts. I mean,
it
hey, if you do it, bro, there's always gonna be those people that pick you out, especially if they like actually like work on their shit and actually like fucking they consider themselves natural and stuff like that. They look at you and then they're like, yo, you're not even fucking, That's like fucking seeing somebody on the street. That's like me riding a fucking skateboard. I stopped skating like years ago, but that's to me like riding a skateboard and somebody calling me poser. You know? But it's
yeah.
more gratitude on a scale because there's more like, like fucking Joe Rogan was the first person. Whoever was the first person who was just like, yo, this dude's doing steroids. He has to be doing it. Fucking did him and did that. Then it was just like,
Joe Rogan did bring it up first, but the thing about
I
Rock
don't
is
know who did. I just seen some shit. I know, like, I seen a video. It was like recommended that he did it. I don't know who the fuck did it. I thought it was already a thing that he just seen on like Reddit or some shit, and it was just like, I
but the
don't know.
man works out so much. Like I can't see it really, in my opinion. I don't see him really taking the rock, taking the steroids. But I can also see it also. So it's
I
kind
don't
of
fucking know.
it
Everything's
wouldn't it wouldn't
conspiracy.
surpri- when yeah everything yeah. I mean we can go into ain't gonna go
It is a nah,
because I'll definitely get banned off of that. I'm not even gonna say
nah.
the C word. The one I'll say 2020. I ain't gonna say no more about that. But yeah, I was about to dive into that. I was like, nah. YouTube be like, yeah, you know what? You're banned for a couple days. Go enjoy your
Ah,
shit. He said it. He said it. He said it. All right.
that would have been dumb if I was like, what? No, I don't even know what it is. But what if I was like, yo, what are you talking about? What's C word? You chicken? Like what? What are you talking about? Like, but no, I think it's best I don't know.
Mm, yeah, the
Fuck it.
best. Yeah.
Yeah, best I don't know. Fucking.
Uh, going into like what you got coming up for the future.
Oh
Uh,
no.
you know,
I'm kidding. Fucking.
uh, what are you gonna have like new as far as when it comes to music? Are you gonna have different flows? Are you gonna have a story?
Flows
Yeah.
and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, flows and shit. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Fucking yeah, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, we could do that.
Can you talk about what you posted earlier, or no, you can't talk about it?
What? The close friends thing?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Uh, yeah, you could.
Or what? What was we talking about?
I don't want to spill the beans. So, all right. So you got some things that's
I
coming
mean,
up.
this stuff is coming out. I mean, what? Like,
Um, let's
what?
see
The
if I
fair warning? The fair warning shit?
there you go. All right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. It's gonna be like 3 or 4 songs, stuff that's like, hey, I could put out and just kind of like just go ahead and just like promote, do whatever to sort of just like go up in scale a little bit.
Mm.
Let's see what goes from there. Um, but yeah, no, that shit's there. It's almost done.
What is the meaning behind fair warning?
Fair warning was just like I forgot what the actual premise of that was. It wasn't like I considered it a fair warning if I dropped like 3 or 4 songs. Okay, yeah, no, that's what it was. I considered it a fair warning if I dropped like 3 or 4 songs, and
Mhm.
then it did the same results as Good Luck Not.
Do you think Good Luck Now is your best project to this day, or you think
Yeah,
because it's more personal or like
no, it's just there.
it's
I
just
feel like most of those songs in a realistic manner is timeless.
okay.
Depending on to me or to whoever enjoys the songs or whatever has them downloaded and stuff like that, they're considered like timeless records. They could like play it on shuffle or whatever, and then just like just go about it and just like it just sounds chill. Um, uh, yeah, no, that's just like the That shit. That's the most fun stuff to do while performing. Are those records? Uh, yeah, I like that. I kind of like it's like the icing on the cake right now until I like actually go in and then just like start finishing up stuff and then just kind of like looking back.
Mm. So is it important for artists to do that? Not to place yourself in a time period?
I wasn't really even thinking. Okay, so that's funny. I wasn't. I was just making records, right?
Hmm.
When it came to fucking good luck not, because like that's how I was feeling at that time, right? I still personally feel some of those ways when it comes to certain tracks and stuff, because like I'm still living in that sort of time frame and stuff like that, and I'm still sort of doing those things. But um, people thought that it reminded them of some shit that was like 2016,
Mm.
right? Like I had that 2016 summer vibe, and that's how they felt. I wasn't even thinking that, but like it kind of sort of sounded like that
Mm.
looking back. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have that, okay, yeah, think about that and then listen back and then like we'll talk about it. Cause like people sort of thought of that when it came to when I got certain like reviews back from certain people that was listening to it,
Yeah.
whether it was like SoundCloud or Spotify and stuff like that. And that's how I guess that's just how it came off. Um fucking but I'm not necessarily thinking of time frame. Yes, you're thinking about this stuff and it probably happened to somebody around that time frame, or the sort of vibe that it gives off sort of feels like something that was meant at this year instead of something that came out like then, of
Mm.
stuff that they were doing around that time. Like it felt like it was like that to them. But that was just how I was just, that's how I was living. That's how I was just feeling at the time, you know? Um, Mind you, that was like, people were just coming out. There was masks still on, and I was making those records. Like,
Yeah, it was. It
fucking
was.
yeah. I was like, yeah. So it probably felt like that to me, but I was just living like that. That was like a COVID summer.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of stuff that summer.
Yeah.
Gone, went to different places, different states, and didn't care. Nobody was out, but it was great. Wrapping up. We already know, where to find you and things of that nature. How can people obviously get in contact with you as far as doing features and all those things?
There's like an email button with the email on the Instagram. You could go check that out. I think it's up on the SoundCloud too. I don't think it's up on like DSPs, but um not music hub at gmail.com for any like music shit when it comes to me or when it comes to anybody else. I'll just forward the message. Um, fucking, and then shit, man. Yeah, fucking, yeah, not straighter everywhere. Uh, Hanging out. Fucking, we're doing more shows. I'm excited about that because we're doing like this little fucking thing. We'll talk about it after, yeah, after show. But yeah,
Okay.
we're doing this thing, and it's really cool. I gotta tell you about, yeah. So it's gonna be
Okay.
dope. That's gonna be on Sammy's fucking SoundCloud only, no videos. But yeah, that's
Okay.
gonna be that's
Okay.
gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool. So yeah, definitely.
I meant to ask you, is your brother still making music?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
still making music.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
With him it's like Blue Moon.
Okay. All right. That makes
He
sense
has
now.
he has stuff and he has ideas, but it's just like, yo, fuck it. I could probably get him to do some stuff.
Maybe an EP. Definitely needs an
Yeah,
EP.
maybe. Yeah, maybe. This is shit. No, we could yeah, it's cool. It's fucking cool. That fucking shout out to everybody. Shout out everybody, old and present. I mean,
Old and
fucking
present,
past, fucking
past,
old and present. Fucking old and future.
old and future.
I don't know, fucking past and present or not. Fucking everybody else shouted out. Shout out the best friends, all that good stuff.
Mm.
Any name I brought up, shout out. I love y'all, man. Shit, fucking, it's gonna be a cool year. Yeah, nah, it's nice. It's nice. I'm just taking this shit with just like, it's like day by day. Stuff has prevailed that way, so I'm just gonna
We
keep it
could
like that.
we okay. You gonna keep it as that, so you don't want to get into that.
What you mean? We gonna get to that later. What you talking about? We gonna
Okay,
get to
okay,
it.
okay, okay. All right, all right, all right.
It's
So
not
I'm going.
video, man. Yeah.
So so as a wrap for podcast 111, I am your host Sammy Loco, and we're out.